Hello students, I hope you all are fine. Today we'll be studying about the organs which are associated with the nutrition system and their specific functions. So let's start. Mouth or buccal cavity is the part from where the food starts its journey, and it has various components or various parts. For example, lips, and inside the mouth there is tongue, and also we have a set of 32 teeth, 16 at each jaw. So now what is the meaning of ingestion? The process of taking in the food through the mouth is called ingestion. Now the food is chewed with the help of teeth, saliva, and tongue present in the mouth. The salivary glands present in our mouth secrete saliva, which mixes with the food and moist it. Now, the saliva breaks down the starch present in the food into sugar. Now, what is the function of tongue? So, the tongue present in the mouth helps in mixing of food with the saliva and helps in swallowing it inside the mouth. Now, it also has taste buds which help in identifying the taste of anything that we eat. Now, besides this, the tongue also helps us in talking. In our daily life, we use different tools to do different kind of works. For example, let's say if you want to cut the mango, cut a mango into pieces, what you will use is a knife. And let's say if you want to make a mango milkshake, so what will you use? You will use a mixer grinder or a juicer or anything like that. So our teeth also come in different shapes and sizes for different kind of work. So basically it is divided into four parts. First is incisors, second canine, third premolars, and fourth is molars. Now what is the function of incisors? They are used for cutting and biting the food. Second is canines. Now canines are very sharp pointed teeth. So what they help us to do is they help us to pierce the food. After that, whenever when we are done with cutting and grinding, cutting and biting part, what we do is we grind the food into a very fine paste. So molars and premolars are the teeth which are used to grind the food so that we can easily mix up the saliva with it, and after that we can swallow it easily. Now there are two types of teeth. First, milk teeth. So in the early childhood, a set of teeth grow in children that then fall off after certain age, which is 6 to 8 years. These teeth are called milk teeth. Second is permanent teeth. The teeth that grow after milk teeth fall off are called permanent teeth. So they generally remain during the lifetime of a person or at least until old age. Now, people don't pay attention to their dentist's advice because they are too lazy to take care of their teeth. So what happens is their teeth start to decay gradually. Now, what is the meaning of tooth decay? It is the gradual decaying of teeth. Now, how does it occur? So, when we eat the food and we don't gargle or wash our mouth after that, what happens is the bacteria present in the food, it gets stuck in between our teeth. The bacteria will start to release acid, and this acid gradually decays our teeth. If we don't take care of our teeth, what will happen? Our tooth will start to decay. and ultimately it will result in tooth loss. Now, tooth decay. What is the meaning of tooth decay? So, gradual damage of teeth is often called tooth decay. Now, the main cause of tooth decay is the presence of bacteria in the mouth that grow if we do not keep our mouth and teeth clean. So, any leftover food present inside our teeth is broken down by such bacteria. So, as a result, an acid is released, so which damages the teeth slowly. Now, tooth decay can cause severe pain and even it can make us toothless. Now, it is caused mainly because of eating food with high sugar content, soft drinks, as well as chocolates. So, I've tried to predict a very pretty and beautiful image of yours if you don't take care of your teeth. So, I hope you can all see your future, and this is to warn you that if you're not following the proper dental hygiene, then start following from today only so that you don't end up like this old uncle. How can we prevent tooth decay? Clean your teeth with a brush or dental floss at least twice a day. Rinse your mouth after every meal you eat. And do not put a dirty finger or any unwashed items in your mouth. What is food pipe or esophagus? Food pipe is also known as esophagus. O is silent here. So each species or type of organism has their own way of taking in food. The food pipe starts from the neck region and runs until the chest area in animals. The food, when it is chewed, it moves through the food pipe and reaches the stomach through this path. Now the food moves in downward direction in the food pipe. How does it move? The food pipe has a movement which is known as peristalsis movement. So what is this movement? It is a series of continuous contraction and relaxation. So this is how the food is pushed downwards due to this movement. After the food pipe, the alimentary canal widens, and this widened part is called stomach. You can see in the picture that it is somewhat pouch like and it is of J shape because the food has to spend quite amount of time in the stomach. So that's why it is a wider part. So let's see what is the function of stomach. Now, what is stomach? So it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. Now, it's a bag-like structure and it is in a flat U shape. Now the stomach is connected with the food pipe and small intestine. So the upper part is with the food pipe and lower part is with the small intestine. Now the inner lining of the stomach, it produces three things. First is mucus. So what mucus does is it protects the lining of the stomach from the acid. Next thing is hydrochloric acid. So it kills the bacteria which is present inside the stomach and it also activates the digestive juices. Now digestive juices, so they help in digestion of the food by breaking down the proteins present in the food into simple substances. So till now we learned that the food starts the digestion process from the buccal cavity itself. In the buccal cavity, the starch is converted into its simpler version or simpler sugar, which is called glucose. After that, when it reaches the stomach, the proteins are converted into their simpler particles and they are called amino acids. Now, stomach has one more function. As I said, there is a movement called peristalsis movement, which is of continuous contraction and relaxation. So this kind of movement is also observed in stomach. So what stomach does is it continuously contracts and relaxes. So what is the effect on food? It is that it gets churned. Now what is the meaning of churned? Churned means that it gets converted into a very fine paste, so that the digestive juices are easily mixed up with it. So, I've already said that why the food needs to be converted into a very simpler and very fine particle in session 1. So if you don't remember it, you can again switch back to session 1 and see the video again, because the particle of food need a wider area so that the digestive juice get perfectly mixed with it. Now the next part in the alimentary canal is small intestine. So after the food is churned and it is converted into a very fine paste, it goes to the small intestine. So let's see what is the function of small intestine. But before that, I want to mention the function of liver, because it is the liver which secretes a kind of digestive juice which is called bile juice. So the bile juice is stored in a pouch-like structure near the liver. It is called gallbladder. And when the food reaches the small intestine, the bile gets released from the inner walls of small intestine. And after that, it gets mixed with the food. Now the bile juice, what is the function of bile juice? It helps to digest the fats. Similarly, there is a gland called pancreas. So it also secretes pancreatic juice. Now the pancreatic juice digests all the remaining portion of food which is yet to be digested. For example, all of the starch or all of the protein is not digested in the buccal cavity or stomach. So what pancreatic juice does is it digests all the remaining components into its simpler particles. Let us revise again. Now what is liver? So it is a gland and it is reddish brown in color. It is known as the largest gland of the human body. Now it secretes a digestive juice called bile juice. Now the bile juice is stored in gallbladder, and the bile juice makes it possible for the body to digest the fats. Now another gland, that is pancreas. So it is a cream colored gland present in the human body. Its shape is like a leaf. Now it secretes pancreatic juice that helps in the digestion of fats, carbohydrates as well as the proteins. So we saw that in small intestine, the remaining particles of food which are not yet digested are digested by the juices which is released by liver as well as pancreas. So bile juice as well as pancreatic juice. After that, the most important function of small intestine is the absorption of the digested particles. Now this is where the story comes in. So what small intestine does is it absorbs the finer particles of food, and after that the food is transported to all the cells of our body, and finally the energy is released from it. So we can see that small intestine play a very major role in our nutrition process, because energy is the final byproduct of nutrition. So how does small intestine absorb the food? So it has very millions of finger-like particles which are called villi. It is present in the inner lining of small intestine. So what happens is the villi has many blood vessels connected to it. So it absorbs the food, and then the finer particle of food is transported via the blood vessels to all the cells of our body. Now, why finger-like projection, and why the inner lining of small intestine is not straight? So what you can do is, at your home you can take a paper and see that how much area it is covering when it is flat, and after that you try to bend it like this, which is shown in the figure. So you can see that a larger surface area of the paper is covered in a very small space. So villi actually increases the surface area of small intestine so that more part of food can be absorbed. Now, how the small intestine absorb food? So, absorption is a process by which the digested food enters the blood vessels of the small intestine. Now, villi, what is villi in the intestine? The small intestine contains small finger-like structures called villi. So they increase the surface area of the intestine and thereby increasing the amount of absorption. The digested food gets into the blood vessels through villi and then reaches the whole body. Now, what is assimilation? So it is a process by which organs of the body utilize the digested food and form complex substances which the body needs, such as proteins. So this process is called assimilation. Now the small intestine is divided into different parts. So first part is duodenum. So what it does is, so it is the first part whose function is to initiate the digestive process. So in this process, the food that enters the small intestine from the stomach is mixed with the digestive juices, that is bile and pancreatic juice, and is further broken down into simpler substances. The next part is jejunum. So what it does? So it is the middle part of the small intestine. It contains villi and hence it undergoes absorption and assimilation. Ileum. So it is the third and last part of small intestine that contains villi-like structures. Now, what is the function of ileum? So the ileum absorbs vitamin B12, bile acids, and any other nutrients which are present in the food. So students, today we discussed about various function of the parts which are associated with the digestive system, and we studied in detail which part has which specific function. Some terms might sound hard to you, so I would suggest you to go through it 2 to 3 times so that you can easily remember the terms. For example, the parts of small intestine, as well as the acids or the mucus or anything which is secreted inside the stomach and anything like that. In the next session, we'll study about the large intestine. After that, how the herbivorous animals digest their food and how some unicellular animals like amoeba digest its food. Till then, revise, stay safe. Thank you.